Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist with Builderall. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create your email confirmation page and help you give some ideas to increase the likelihood of your lead taking action to confirm their email. Our funnel is set up as a double opt-in, which means they'll enter their email here and then come to this page where we instruct them to check their email to confirm. This is an incredibly important step to growing a quality email list with subscribers who actually want to hear from you. Have you ever wondered why your emails end up in the spam folder? Using a double opt-in will help prevent that by building the reputation of your email address. Now, will you have a bunch of leads that never confirm? Yes, but those leads are the ones who will never open your emails anyway and lower your delivery rate. So this is a good thing. So how do we entice them to take that extra step? By giving them incentives like I'm going to show you today. So let's go ahead and enter our Cheetah Builder and start editing our email confirmation page. We can do that here in the Builderall dashboard by clicking Enter. And we need to edit our sales funnel. And let's scroll down to the email confirmation page and click Edit Page. Now you'll see we already have our instructions here of what to do on this page, okay? But obviously it's not very attractive, so let's go ahead and start designing. And we can do that by clicking Add, Panel. And if you scroll down here, you'll actually see a Confirm Email page. So sticking with our theme from our opt-in page, let's just go ahead and choose the Course Confirmation Email page. So according to our instructions here, we just need to let them know to check their email to confirm the membership. So you can see we already have that information here. So let's just go ahead and delete this panel. So I showed you in the last video how to customize PLR products to brand and position yourself as an authority. So to prepare for this video, I branded additional products to offer them to push them towards the next step. So let me go ahead and change this image here to show you what I'm talking about. Go to Change Image, and let's go ahead and upload that image. And we'll just select the image and click Save. So now you see what I've done is just simply brand 2 more PLR products. So we offered them on the first page how to grow your business with sales funnels. And then I added how to boost your online sales and then a checklist for boosting your online sales. So what I'm trying to do is tell them, hey, guess what? You have been pre-qualified to receive this upgraded bonus success pack for free. So I'm saying, oh my gosh, you can actually get extra stuff than what you thought originally, okay? So we want to just push them over the edge. So now if they are already just expecting this one ebook, when I'm telling them, hey, guess what? Now you can get these other 2 items and all you have to do is just confirm your email. So are you understanding the psychology there of just adding the extra value to push them towards the next step? And if you think about your sales funnel in that way of every time you want them to do something, offer them something in exchange for that action, okay? So now let's start editing this page here. So let's go ahead and we'll just move this over because we need just a little bit more room in this box. So we'll just stretch that out. Let's go ahead and kind of get this in the middle. And we can actually align this in the middle by clicking in the box and then clicking here to center. Let's move this text over a little bit. We'll just click and drag. And let's add some text to the top here because we need a headline. So we'll go to Add and then Elements. And we'll choose Text. Let's go ahead and choose an H1 title. And we'll say, Congratulations. But you see, it's too big. Actually, we spelled it wrong. So we can go ahead and click Congratulations here. And if you guys don't have this extension installed in your Google Chrome, you should. It's called Grammarly, and it will correct any mistakes that you made, which is incredibly helpful when you're designing emails or when you're designing web pages or anything like that, just to have that second check. So we'll go ahead and select that to change the spelling. We can drag this over. We want to expand this text box here. We can even center this here by clicking the center. Let's move this down a little bit. And let's add just a little bit more text here because we really want to push them to that next step. So let's go ahead and add an H2 title. And we'll say, you have been upgraded for free. And we'll click out of the box, click back in the box. That'll help us drag this box here. So we want to center this. Click there and click center. And we want to not only just show them the image here, but we want to tell them what they're actually getting in this pack, okay? This what I'm calling success pack. So let's go ahead and change this text here, and we'll say something like, you have been pre-qualified to receive my success pack. And we'll change the spelling again. Thank you, Grammarly. Let's stretch this out just a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Move this stuff down because we're going to use that for something else. So let's double click in this text here because we're actually going to change that so we can let them know exactly what they're getting here. So let's type in, you are going to receive, and let's just go ahead and left justify that. We could actually just duplicate this text here if we want it to be the same style and size. And then let's go ahead and just start typing in the titles of the book so they know what they're getting. Now you can see this kind of looks generic as it is. Let's stretch this out here. So let's go ahead and add some little elements here to the side, like maybe some arrows pointing to it, just to add a little emphasis on the bonuses they're getting here. So we can left click in the box here. And you see, I'm going to move the cursor to the left of that H. And if you click this little icon, you can actually select symbols to use. So let's type in arrow because that's what I want, and I want to see the selection of arrows we have available. Okay, so let's just go ahead and choose one that is pointing to the right. So we'll select that and click select. So now you see we have this arrow pointing to our sales funnel. Let's go ahead and do that to the other two options as well. And if you click back in the box, it'll actually select the same one that you already were using. So all you have to do is click select to make sure you got the same one. So we'll do the same for this one. And click select. Okay, so now we have our bonuses listed here and make them stand out just a little bit more. Let's move this a little bit because I don't like that sales funnels being on a different line. So we'll just play with this here. Let's move this here just to center it up. And you see as we move this around, we have those green guidelines. So that helps you to center things. If you wanted it more straight, you could also use the ruler, and you could just click here to create a line. So if I wanted to make sure that everything on my website was within this guide here, I could also add vertical lines. So very, very user-friendly and customizable. If you want to get rid of this, all you need to do is highlight on the line there and then just click it and it goes away. So we'll do that here as well. So let's move this down just a little bit because I like to have the top of the text lined up with the image. And we'll move this up a little and this up just a little. And we want to center this. And you see as you move this around, it'll show you the center of the text there. But with this, first of all, we don't want a quote that is not, or a testimonial that is not real. But here, let's go ahead and give them instructions on what to do. So we need to tell them. The next step, check your email to confirm. Let's go ahead and make this bold as well, because we want to make sure that they see this text. Okay, so now it's pretty clear, but let's add some animation as well. So let's just left click once in the box and we'll click Edit Element. And you see we have this box here. So let's go to Animation. And we have several animations that we can choose from. What I'm looking for right now is I just want this text to flash. Okay, so let's go ahead and just choose flash, but we could choose any of these if we chose. but I do like this flash because it will just keep flashing as soon as they're on the page, okay? So now this is pretty straightforward. It's pretty clear exactly what the instructions are, what they're going to be getting. Let's go ahead and save. But before we're finished with this page, we need to edit the mobile version. So let's go up here and click the mobile view. And you'll see we have just a few issues that we want to address. First of all, this is too large, and we need this to be at the top. So let's start by moving that to the top. And if you left click in the box and click on Edit Element, go to General Settings, you'll see that we don't have the option to change the size here, okay? And that is because it is a global text. So if we want to change the size on the mobile view for the global text, we need to come up here to the global elements. We'll X out of this. And you'll see we chose an H1 title. So to customize that, we need to go to the H1 title fonts, and then we want to change the size on mobile. But keep in mind, when you change the size here, it will change the size on every H1 text in the mobile view. Okay, it will change that size. So if you don't want to do that, I'm going to show you a different way. Okay, so let's click out of here to exit. Let's go back to the mobile view, and let's double click in the text, and you'll see that it is an H1 heading. Okay, so let's go down and change this to an H1 neutral heading. We'll click there, and you see now this heading is separate from all of our global elements. So we can do whatever we want with this, and it will not change anything that we have on the other web pages. So we can choose any font that we like, but let's go ahead and stick with the same font that we chose. So it was Molly Black. Let's go ahead and make this. We'll give it a size of 50. Actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. So we'll choose 55. So now that it's neutral, let's go back to the mobile view. And you'll see it already looks better, but it's still just a little bit too large. So let's left click in there, click Edit Element. But now you see we can change the size on the mobile because it's a neutral text. So let's make it just a little bit smaller so it's not hanging off the edge there. And now that looks much better than it did before. Let's go ahead and move this text up here. And it does look a little bit weird. We probably want to have this on 2 lines. So let's see. Let's edit the text there. But you can see again that it's a global element. So let's go back to the desktop and we'll just make it neutral. So we'll double click here and we'll highlight and we'll make this a neutral heading too. And we will select our font and we'll change the size. We'll change that to 40. Okay, looks good. So let's go back to mobile. And we'll left click in the box, edit element, and now you see we can change the size. So let's change the size until we like what it looks like. Okay, looks good. So now we have this text here, which looks pretty good. We do want to make this image a little bit larger. So if you left click in the image and click edit element, you could go down here to lateral spacing, and you can actually move this and make the image larger or smaller. So we'll go ahead and leave it there. That looks pretty good. But this is actually centered, and I want to have it left justified. So let's go to General Settings, and we can click left. And that's all we need to do there. Same with this, because you see the arrows should be lined up. So let's go ahead and click there, and we will left justify that as well. Let's go ahead and add some space at the bottom here, because it's really close to the bottom of that box. So let's go down here to Advanced, and you see where it says bottom. We just want to increase that space there. If we want to change this text here and make it a little bit larger, we could, because it is a neutral text. So we could increase the size just to make sure that it's very clear they know what to do. And it looks good. So let's go back to the desktop and we want to save. So now that we've created our email confirmation page and given some extra incentive to confirm their email, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to edit and create the next page, our front end offer page. So until then, go build it with Builderall.